Hi, this is OK Boots. Welcome to, I believe I'm doing water signs right now. So the water sign advice, I don't know, pull for the Scorpio new full moon, as well as Pluto going into retrograde, and how that is going to affect us. I'm going to give you guys some advice. What I'm going to start with is, I'm Boots. This is my channel. I try to do it every full moon and every new moon for you guys so that I can stay up to date on what's going on and how it changes progressively. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, awesome. I might be attaching or collecting something that's in your aura that might not be you, but for somebody else. Switch the story as it resonates. And this is a general reading, and this is for water signs. So this is for, we'll start with Cancer, Pisces, and end with Scorpio for the full moon. I think that's it. I always mess up on the intros here, so. All right. Let's start here for, I said Cancer first, correct? I said Cancer. Correct. Thank you for telling me. Correct. Okay, so let's look. So how I'm going to start first is I'm going to start with the Animal Spirit deck, and what that's going to tell me is a little bit of advice for what you should be expecting. And then I'm going to go with the crystals, some healing crystals, to see what you can really be expecting for what's coming ahead. And then after that, I will be doing the Shaman deck, which really talks about what your soul is going to be enduring through. And then I will, and this is the one that I'm going to change depending on how I feel. I was going to do for the person you're dealing with, specifically for this full moon. And I was either going to pull a spirit animal deck, or I was going to pull according to how I felt. And I have a few other decks, but that's really just going to be up in the air for how I'm feeling regarding each person. But for Cancer, let's get straight to the point, shall we? Okay, so for Cancer, can you show me for Cancer for the energy ahead, specifically highlighting on the full moon and the Pluto retrograde? So if you don't know, this full moon is supposed to be a very, very big change for everybody's life, especially because Pluto retrograde is coming in. This is supposed to be either making, breaking, or preparing for either successes or just big transformations in your life. It's supposed to be hooking up specifically for your blueprint for each individual person and what that looks like for them. Also, I am burning Palo Santo and sage at the moment, so if there's smoke, that's what it is. Okay. Should we for Cancer for the overall energy for the full moon? Any advice for them regarding this time while Pluto goes into retrograde? Show me for Cancer, please. Sorry, this deck is huge. I gotta lick them. Show me for Cancer. Oh, I'm not taking 3. I'm not taking 3. Give me 1, please. Okay, the first card out here, we got Porcupine Spirit. Time for a beginner mind. Porcupine Spirit is about... so specifically when I just heard this card come out, Porcupine Spirit talks to me about... you see all those quills on it? All those quills right there are kind of like a sharp, rigid structure that may change the way that you actually see a structure. So it's asking you to take a beginner's mind at this point so that you can really see the whole picture. And that's also a lot of this Scorpio full moon. When you study the chart of it, it has a lot to, I think it was Uranus in Capricorn in the 2nd house, which tells us that there's a little bit of an illusion happening regarding what's happening and what we think is happening. So time for a beginner's mind is going to allow you to open your possibilities up to seeing the picture as the reality it is, rather than the illusion that it is. So let's take a look here. Show me for the full moon in Scorpio and Pluto in retrograde. What can we give Cancers for advice at this time? Show me what crystals will benefit Cancers for that full moon. Oh, appetite. Appetite. Okay, this one reminds me quite a bit of look, I'm not even going to, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what it is, but I'm not going to guess regarding it. I'm going to put this out here because I haven't memorized all of them yet, and this is one of those ones that just popped out. Oh, it's acceptance. I knew that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So it's acceptance. So I remember. So it, specifically for the time for beginner's mind and appetite together, this is accepting. It's surrendering. And that's another thing about this full moon happening right now is it's all about accepting what is coming and accepting the way that it looks. Surrendering to the unpredictable when you try to control situations, whether that be relationships, money. Right now that's going to hinder you. Allowing yourself to go with the flow is going to open abundance of opportunities right now with this full moon and with Pluto in retrograde, which comes with transformation. The next one we have is what changes will be happening, and I'm asking you the Spirit Shaman deck regarding the Pluto in retrograde and the full moon in Scorpio. What changes can Cancer be expecting during this time? What changes can Cancer be expecting during this time? A lot of emotion right now is going to be hitting us, and it's going to either break it or it's going to make it. But you can expect huge changes happening in your environment, in your mind, and in your work. It literally is going to hit every aspect of your life. Show me for the change. Show me about what Cancer should be expecting for this energy ahead. Oh. Okay, we got out here the Sorcerer. And that's kind of just as it is. But the thing is, the Sorcerer also talks about creating a multi-dimensional world, which means to me that they can manipulate their world to see it the way it is, or they can change it for the better. They can get the blessings of the flow. A Sorcerer can either work with the energy or work against the energy. So at that time, I guess with all of these cards together, and I'll show them all to you. Oh, wow. We have a reoccurring number of 4 and 8. So we have a reoccurring number and the whole energy of 1. So starting a new something. So the Porcupine talks about allowing yourself to be open to possibilities, regardless of your rigidity. Appetite talks about accepting the world as it is, the reality of what it is dimensionally. And the Sorcerer specifically talks about what kind of sorcerer you want to be. Do you want to work with the energy or do you want to work against the energy? And I know specifically looking at and I know that this came out specifically in my changed obstacle area. So the change that you're going to have to be working with is deciding what kind of reality you're going to be living in during this energy. Are you going to be working with the energy or are you going to be working against the energy? Okay, the next one we have is who you're dealing with. Let's see which card's going to work for that. Okay, I'm going to do the moon one. I'm going to do the moon oracle for your person. And let's see what you will be dealing with the energy ahead with the full moon and the Pluto going into retrograde. What can Cancer be expecting for their person? What can Cancer be expecting for their person? Okay, so you may or may not have a person right now. If you do have a person, let me pull another card really quick. Show me two for Cancer's person. Show me 2 cards for Cancer's person. Show me, explain the path to me here. Oh, we got a recurring number of 8 again. Show me about Cancer's person. Also, Mars is in Cancer at this time, so I understand the natural drive to want to control situations because Mars hates being in Cancer. And what that will do is it will make it to a point where you want to control it, but you also want to nurture. So it's a back and forth illusionary place that you're in. It's like wanting to take control, but Cancer also wants to sit back and nurture. So it's a very, very contradicting energy. But at this time, if you just sit back and let changes happen according to the way that they're happening, I believe that the blessings will flow in naturally. Show me for Cancer's person for the path. Show me 2 cards for that. Oh, that's 3. Okay, so the person, or I don't even know if there really is a person. If there is a person here, it looks to me like the path might be a change of a relationship, whether that be the change of the structure of the relationship or whether that be a complete change of the relationship. As you can see here, the path looks like you're headed into a new circumstance. So I don't want to say, Cancer, that you're not going to be with this person. It could be a change of your relationship. But if you're not dealing with a person, or if you're dealing with a person, you will be letting them go. And by doing so, you will be allowing yourself to start feeling and seeing the world. And that's another thing too, is if you look at this card here, you can see two different realities. You see the reality for the stars, and then if you look closer in there seems to be like a whole different reality. So a lot of this has to do with changing the reality you're in, and the person you're in does not look like, and the energy that they're in at the moment, or what they will be in, doesn't look like they're going to be able to follow you into that unless they change as well. I'm also getting that you're dealing with could be a Leo or an Aries. Other than that, it could be an Aquarius. But this is a very, very general reading, so don't take that all the way and run with it. But Cancer, overall, allow yourself to come into circumstances as necessary. Do not fight the flow of things, because that will only hinder the blessings that are naturally coming towards you. And if you are coming into a point of having to change paths with a person, keep in mind that it's for your highest good, because right now with this Scorpio full moon, it's specifically changing transformations that will be allowing you to get greater ones to come. This one's specifically about allowing yourself to understand what you're doing and why the transformation is coming, and then seeing the results of that either right away or later down the line. Okay, Cancer, let me pull up. So the next one we're going to be focusing on is Pisces. Pisces. Let me shuffle these as I put them back in. Let me shuffle them. All right, Pisces. So Pisces, if you didn't hear what I had said for Cancer, I will go into it a little bit. But for Cancer, for this full moon, it's all about change. Unexpected desires that you have hidden. It's all about allowing yourself to come into those opportunities and not fighting the force of it. Also, a lot of extremes are to be counted upon during this time. So if you're coming into a point where you don't know how it can get better, or if you've been wondering how it can get better, Pisces, then this is going to be the full moon for you, because that's what it's going to be doing. It's going to be slingshotting us into a new way of looking at the world, or a new way of looking at our problems. Okay, so for Pisces, the first card out here, I'm going to look at the overall for the full moon energy and the Pluto in retrograde, and we're going to get a little bit of advice for what you can be expecting. And then we're going to get a little bit of advice for the person or what you're dealing with. Because this full moon is so supercharged with change, I felt like it was absolutely necessary to add a little bit of change in it to see what it will be changing. Now, I'm not going to go super deep with tarot, because I feel like tarot can focus a lot on... I feel like the oracles are a little bit more gentle when it comes to the full moon. I don't want to say anything's lacking. I just feel like the oracle cards will give us a wider perspective, because the collective is vast. Also, my sage is burning very crazy right now. Oh, as I talk about it for you, Pisces. My sage is going off wild. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. Show me for Pisces, for the overall energy. Pluto retrograde. And the full moon in Scorpio. Alright, show me for Pisces, please. Any advice for Pisces during this time? Alright, you got out 2 cards. Okay, so another thing that was huge on this full moon is coming into your identity and allowing yourself to know yourself as you are. So the 2 cards we got out here is 8 and a 3 in numerology. And we got Bobcat Spirit, Life is a Mystery, and Believe in Yourself. So that tells me right away that life is a mystery here is about maybe being a little bit of elusive. The Bobcat tells me that you've been maybe a little bit elusive when it comes to your identity. The Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself, tells me that you need to tend to the small self-care right now, Pisces, during this time. Otherwise, it's going to deeply affect you with this full moon and the Pluto retrograde. So overall, they're telling you to believe in the mystery, do not be elusive on self-care, and start focusing all the energy, transmute the energy that can be rough into a self-care energy, something that will benefit you long term. By doing that, you will allow the blessings to flow. And I don't remember studying anything too much regarding Pisces in the natal chart. I don't believe that there was very much going on in the Pisces for the natal chart. So you guys might just be flowing with the Scorpio, with your cousin, the Scorpio full moon here. Let me get a crystal. Okay, show me for Pisces, what crystal does Pisces need during this time for the Scorpio full moon? What crystal does Pisces mean for the Scorpio full moon and Pluto retrograde for the energy ahead? So, thank you. Let's see, guys. Okay, Jasper. Jeez, guys, you guys are pulling all these cards, the ones that I forget. Pardon me when I get the book, because I have them all memorized. I just need to look at the book page and be like, oh, snaps, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember. Okay. So this is very specific on overindulgence of food and a little bit of a poison. And this is a little bit for an obstacle card here. This is Mukai Jasper. So this is talking about a little bit about the dream space. It talks about allowing yourself to go into... It talks about self-care a lot as well. When it comes to your spiritual side, it's about self-care. But it's also about being aware of what you stick into your body. So overindulgence could be... And I say this for Pisces a lot because they generally have that natural tendency to overindulge. But too much of anything is bad. It can be anything. Too much sun will give you sunburn. Like very, very specific things. Too much water, you'll drown. You know, anything. Too much of anything specifically. So this card talks about being very aware what you're sticking into your body. And so it ties up with the other two cards that we have here by tending to the small things, allowing to be very careful about what you're putting into your body because it ultimately can be making it harder for you to adapt to the energy. So just keep that in mind. The next one is we have change here. Is that the one that you want? Okay. And one fell out of the deck as I picked it up. And I was going to put it back, but I think that was a card that was going to come out. The owl. The owl breaks down to a 9. No, it doesn't. Whoa, that changes it. That's crazy. Hold on. This card's like transforming on me as I'm looking at it. Weird. Okay, Pisces. So the owl talks to me about clarity of vision. The owl always comes down when you need a clear perspective. It's a wise outlook. It's a perspective. And that's the change that I think you're going to see. I think something's going to be changing. I just heard there might be a financial problem that you might have been dealing with where it might come into relaxing or opposite, depending on how your natal chart is, or opposite. Or it was a financial matter that you've been with that is going to change your clarity on the whole situation. Something here with a change of perspective is going to be coming, especially with the moon illuminated in the background. That specifically talks about something being revealed. And that the change is going to overall slingshot you forward for this energy that's ahead. Because this energy that we're in right now will be with us for a while. It will be blessing us or it will be hurting us, just depending on, either way. But just be prepared for a change in perspective. I feel like it'll come a lot naturally to you if you allow yourself to take care of your needs and your self-care for what you're eating and putting into your body. So now let's look at what you're dealing with. Show me what to expect from Pisces person. Or what's ahead for Pisces person with this full moon energy and Pluto retrograde energy. Show me what Pisces should expect for their person for this energy ahead. Show me what Pisces should be expecting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You saw how many times I just shuffled, right? I know you saw it. Okay, well, we got the same thing as Cancer. The path. So again, this could be about a person or this could be just specifically about you. I'm going to pull 2 cards right now and see what this is talking about. Show me for Pisces. Oh, and the 2 at the bottom of the deck is the Tower and the Judgment. So you could be deciding between staying with somebody or leaving somebody. But that's just what I saw. So show me for Pisces and their person what they will be dealing with, the energy ahead. Show me for Pisces with the energy ahead. Okay, we got Three of Pentacles out here, clarifying. I'm going to pull one more. Three of Pentacles in the path is talking about walking into a path of collaborating with somebody or allowing yourself to collaborate in a different way and it could be financially as well, collaborating financially. You could be considering going into a new business venture or opportunity, Pisces, with somebody. Show me about Pisces and the person they're dealing with. Okay. Okay, so you are making a judgment call or deciding against working with somebody, continuously working with somebody, deciding to get into it, working with somebody, or about completely changing paths. We got paths out here twice. I don't know if you saw that for Cancer. If you were dealing with a Cancer, they got the same one out. And what I was focusing on too, because this full moon in Scorpio is specifically talking about the change of perspective that you have in an identity sense, in a pathway sense, in a overall awareness of the world. I do feel like this... Oh, wow. I was hearing some things. They said this has to do with your identity, changing the way that you see yourself and your self-worth. But overall, this is what it has to do with long-term. The lesson here is something about that. But as of right now, it's about choosing to collaborate or to not to choose to collaborate. But it does look to me like it has to do with self-care. And I do feel an unexpected energy. I feel like when you indulge in the energy of self-care for yourself, the blessings are going to just kind of fall at your feet. And I feel like if you are dealing with somebody, and you switch the roles as necessary, but I feel like that moment that you start to allow to see what is going to, change. I don't feel like this is going to be an easy transition for you, Pisces, either. I do feel like you're going to be going through a lot of highs and lows. As I look at these cards, I feel like a lot of different emotions as I look at them. And I feel like you're going to be up and down in the emotions, maybe making decisions. And if you're dealing with a person, I do feel like you are not 100% sure on making it work long-term or not making it work long-term. I do see that. And I do see that you're going to have to make a decision at some point regarding that. And I did say this in my last moon video. So if you haven't made the decision since then, you will be. You will be at some point. Okay, Pisces, I hope that helped, and I hope that that resonated with you at some degree, in some level, because this is pretty interesting reading. Pretty interesting. But Pluto's going into retrograde, and it's going to be in there for a long time. We also have directly in not 9 months. I said 9 months. It's very weird. It's like a incubation time for a baby. That's weird. I'm in the next 6 months. I'm gonna have to look up what's 9 months from today after this video. But in the next 6 months, we are going to be going through a few different eclipses. And that is going to be, we're harnessing that energy a little bit. We're harnessing that energy a little bit already, so we're kind of getting an idea of what those are going to be setting up for us or taking apart for us. If we don't yield to the energy at hand at the moment, we will be forced to yield to the energy when the eclipse times come in. If it's not for us, then it won't be for us. If it's not for us, then we're not going to have it. What's meant for us comes in, and you guys all know that. What you seek is seeking you. Alright, Scorpio. Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio, Pluto retrograde. Let's see what we got here. Alright, show me for Scorpio. Show me about the energy ahead for Scorpio. Oh man, I got an intense emotion right there. Show me. Oh, the Sage bundle just went crazy. Yeah, that smoke is about to be crazy. You guys can see it, hopefully. Okay, show me for Scorpio, for the full moon in Scorpio, and Pluto retrograde. Show me what Scorpio should be expecting. Okay, you got out. Is that all? I felt like there's one. Yep, no. I'm not going to take all that. Alright, fine. I will take you an extra one just because Scorpio full moon. Okay, so we got our 2 cards. We got the energy of 8. And the energy of 4. Okay, so out we have Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. And that specifically talks to me about... I just heard something that's kind of silly. I heard that the Scorpio, I just heard right now, and in my head, whatever it is, spirit guides, energy, anything. Oh, I'm all like jittery with this right now. That was so weird. I just got like this weird energy. I felt like Scorpios right now, because of Scorpio full moon, will be stuck in 2 energies. I felt like they were stuck on the in-between quite literally, until something breaks. I feel like the extremes are very going to... Jeez, I don't know what's going on with the Scorpio energy. It's really intense. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. So the Flamingo Spirit and the Stag Spirit take the lead. These are the 2 energy. It just feels really emotional. Like I almost like... I don't know if you guys just saw, like I had like a mini anxiety attack. I don't know what that was about, but the Flamingo Spirit and Stag Spirit, it's about taking the lead and embracing the in-between. So you might have to take a lead in something that you're not even sure about. So you might end up having to be responsible or, I'm trying to explain how I saw it in my head. You're going to have to be taking the first steps into something before somebody else does, or you're going to have to be the lead as other people follow you, whether this be in business or in a relationship or in spirituality. You're going to have to be taking the lead while other people watch. Specifically, there's a watching energy, but you are an in-between. I feel like there's an in-between decision or something regarding that right in the middle. All right, and I guess these crystal cards, I thought that I studied them, but as soon as I get on the spot about them, I'm like, I don't remember what they mean. So if I have to get the book, I apologize. I will study them harder. Okay, show me for the crystals. What can Scorpio be expecting for the Scorpio full moon energy and the Pluto and retrograde energy that's ahead? Show me what Scorpio should be expecting, or and we can give it Scorpio any advice for the energy ahead. Seriously, I don't know what it is. Guys, I have studied these cards, but every card that I'm getting, I have like no idea. As soon as I look at it, I'm like, I don't know what that means. This is Polychrome Jasper. We just got out another Jasper. You know what's funny too? Is right before I was going to do this video, I was going to wear Jasper. A big Jasper, an orange Jasper that I have. And I didn't. Very interesting. All right, show me for... Oh, I'm talking the book. Work with me, guys. I'm trying. All right. Okay. Interesting. I remember reading this one. This one is specific between traveling through dimensions. Embrace the in-between. This is about traveling through dimensions. Actually, let me read it to you because I don't know why, but I feel like I need to. I usually don't. Big changes are in the offing. Concentrate on practical outcomes. Be down to earth, but pay attention to dreams. Balance your emotional energies and nurture yourself to find joy. Give assistance, take the lead, to others who seek freedom. This stone is specific about belonging. It's about a sense of home, which is weird because it also talks about traveling. So it talks about traveling, but it's specific about home. It's an energy of belonging. It's about healing. This phone is specific about healing family dynamic as well. So if you have anything going on in the family, it's about embracing the in-between throughout dimension. It's also about taking the lead in emotional things. So right now, Scorpio, I think that you guys will be highlighted. Well, obviously because of the full moon, but you're going to be highlighted because of the Pluto in retrograde, because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto as well. And because of that full moon and because of how much healing is going to be happening. Also, Uranus is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is all about structure, and Uranus is all about, like, unexpected. And if you were going to talk to any sign about what can handle unexpected trials and transformation, it would be the Scorpio. So there is a lot of aspects right now that are coming in. Oh, weird. I had just 3 cards that just fell for no reason. Weird. That was talking about a decision that was going to have to be made that I just saw fall out in tarot. Okay, we got one more for you. For some reason, I just got like a really slow energy now. I'm like really just chilling as doing your reading. Very weird. Very weird. I was much more spunky, spry in the other videos. Okay, show me for the change that Scorpio should be expecting for the full moon in Scorpio and for Pluto in retrograde. What kind of advice or what can Scorpio be expecting for the energy at play for the full moon in Scorpio and Pluto retrograde? Alright. Jeez Louise. I just can't. We got many paths again. I don't know, Scorpio, if you saw Cancer or Pisces, but I literally have read paths on every single one. You just got many paths. That breaks down to an energy of 7, which is external conflict. So the change that you will be expecting is there's going to be a change that's going to plummet you forward. And this card gets me every time. So many paths is specific to talking about a path that comes up or a path that's going to be changing. But if you look in the middle of this card, I don't know if you can kind of see it, there's a heart. And it's so barely there. I don't know if they meant to put it there, but there's a heart in the middle of it. And I feel like it has to do with following your heart over your mind or over the matter. But it has to do with the path is putting you on a blueprint for something to do with love here. And that is the change that you can be expecting. You can be, maybe for better, for worse. And we're going to look right now at who you're dealing with, but it does feel to me a little heavy. Feels heavy and it feels good. I feel like the energy of both here. Scorpio energy, birth and death and rebirth. That's what I feel right now, quite literally. Okay. Show me who Scorpio is dealing with at this time and any advice we can give them for Scorpio and their person for the for the full moon in Scorpio and for Pluto in retrograde. What can Scorpio expect for the full moon in Scorpio and Pluto in retrograde? Show me about Scorpio's person, please. Okay, for your person, they got peace. 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 It's an energy of 10, which can be either 1 or 0. A Fool, it's a new energy. It can be your person can either be taking a new path, and well, I'm going to pull 2 cards right now to see what that's about, but they can be either taking a new path with you or without you. But peace is specific to being at peace with the path ahead. And that's for your person or who you're dealing with, Scorpio. So let's see what Scorpio's person is dealing with for the energy ahead with Scorpio or without Scorpio, or just the energy with Scorpio. Show me about the energy for Scorpio's person for the Scorpio full moon and Pluto in retrograde, please. Okay, that's not the card. All right. So we have one that fell out here. We have a decision being made here. We got Judgment. Judgment can also be the reconciliation card, or it can be the decision to break it. It can be both here. I do feel, I don't know. And look, we have birth and death here. You got one person crying, one person being born again. So let's pull one more card and see if it can help us. I also feel like I'm manifesting in this too. So you could be manifesting an ending or manifesting a new beginning here. Show me for Scorpio's person. Show me for Scorpio's person. Show me for Scorpio's person. I don't know, Scorpio. I don't know. Your person looks like they're manifesting you. But it looks very interesting. So that's a decision right here. And this is an opportunity or a blessing, unexpected, that's coming up. That's not usually a card that I use for like that specific scenario, what I just said. But it's, to me, it feels like an unexpected decision that is supported. And we got, because this was at the bottom of the deck. So it feels to me like they are either making a decision to come to you or making a decision to come to somebody else. But with the strength at the bottom here, that tells me that it tells me that it's a supported energy. There's something here about being supported in there. I want to pull something. Oh, I just separated on the Lovers. So yeah, Scorpio, I believe that the person that you are is right now, if you are in contact with the person, I believe they're manifesting you. If you are in contact with the person, you guys might be coming through a new chapter to make a decision to make it work. Or you guys are both at peace with separating. So that would be all the many ways that I could take that. But specifically, it has to do with like a lovership. Whether that be that you guys are making it work, but for a lot of you, I feel like it's going to come out of nowhere, whether it's been something you've manifesting. I see manifestation here with that hand. That's a magician hand. So that's about like divine intervention coming in and giving blessings. So if you are been hoping for somebody, your fruition, and if you've been hoping for them last year in the last 9 months, I feel like it's coming into fruition right now with this Scorpio transformation. And if it hasn't been working for the last 9 months and you want it to end, I feel like now's the energy that you're both at peace to be able to go. I think that's it. Mars is in Cancer, Scorpio. So do not fight the current. Flow with it. Mars in Cancer is not the best placement, but it can be very rewarding if you allow yourself to flow with the energy instead of against it. And take things as they come and do not overthink things, Scorpio. Especially with the full moon being in Scorpio, you do not want to fall victim into your own traps and chambers. So make sure that you allow yourself to be free and uncaged during this time. All right, I'm okay, Boots. This is my channel about tarot. If you enjoyed watching, then I hope to see you again. Like, subscribe, share, any of the good stuff here. I'm just doing this for you and for me because I enjoy it, and I hope that this helped, guys. I really do. All right, I'll see you again. Bye, guys.